Good morning. My name is Heather Laux, and here we are again, being in the flow, pathwaysfordiscovery.com. And I have a dear friend of mine. Her name is Anna, and we've been almost becoming twin sisters. We've discovered that we have so much in common that I wanted to share her knowledge with all of you guys. I wanted to talk about a little bit about today. We're going to do a demonstration, which is very fun, about how to ask your body for your own questions. Now, I call this part of the self-care program, and from the cosmic laws of love. I call the universal laws cosmic laws of love and birthrights, and I teach people how to live by those laws. And I think it's just a lot of fun to get to know yourself and be in your best part of yourself and be inspiring for your own self. And this time of year, that's a really rough thing to do because we're here in the Northeast where it's really cold and it seems like it's been a long time, and the times of the day aren't enough to get that vitamin D in us and that sunshine and that happiness. So that's a little bit about depression. I don't want to get into that a lot, but I know I suffered from depression most of my life. And only recently, in the past maybe, I think 4 years, that I have become my real self again. My happy, healthy, holy self. And I really enjoy all the things that we've done to do that. And I know you, Anna, have been in grief for a couple of years now, right?
That's right.
And I think people like to know about that too.
I think it's important to talk about it. I think that we as a society in general don't like to talk about,
Sad things.
The crossing of our loved ones. It's hard. It's
crushing.
It's not easy stuff, but I find that for myself that I want to talk about it, but I also don't want to make other people uncomfortable. So there's that back and forth that happens. And I just try to remind myself that I can make time to revisit my grief, and it's definitely an ongoing process. But yeah, I know winters are hard for a lot of people. I know friends that suffer seasonal affective and all kinds of ailments this time of year, which is why I think we as a community try to do more to bring people back together and, reinforce that camaraderie of, let's get together for dinner and
yes,
make plans to do fun things,
yes.
And it's really, sad that Valentine's Day is the only holiday in February. We should kind of make up some more as we go along.
Well, I think every day's a love day, so.
I know, me too. We should celebrate the month. It should be Valentine's month versus day.
Yeah, we do. We can do that.
Yeah.
We get to do that every day.
But yeah, I like to talk about my grief.
Talk about a little bit about how different you were about a month ago, before we did Emotion Code.
Oh, yeah. A month ago, it was, I go in and out of the dark.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And I think that helped me reconnect with, the parts of myself that were segmented because of I felt fractured in a lot of ways, I obviously don't know other parents that have lost a child. So for me, it was a brand new experience. And I think that's why I like to talk about it, because I want to be able to help other parents.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe possibly like a meetup group or something where, I can connect and teach teach or be a support to other people having gone through this process myself.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot to be said for learning to empower ourselves and moving forward and not staying stuck
I have some experience with suicide.
Mm-hmm.
I people that commit suicide come and talk to me and ask me to talk to their family members. So I'm kind of like a medium with that, and I really enjoy that because it gives their families great solace and to help them get over the grief and the guilt and the stigma of it, you know, and that's what they wanted when I know Randall was talking about suicide, and it's very prevalent now with young children, you know, kids in high school, and I just want to do something for that. So.
Yeah, there again, I don't think we as a society, you know, support that enough. I think that when, you know, my oldest son, the one that has moved to the other side, had his best friend committed suicide in high school, and it was very, very difficult for my son. And I remember the words of the wisdom that I could share with him at that point in time, you know, being limited in myself and having experienced any kind of suicide close to me, was that it's a you know, a permanent solution to temporary problems. I mean, for this kid, it was the breakup of his girlfriend who, you know, he didn't see his way through. He didn't want to be without, or didn't want to, you know, for whatever reason, manage that. And, you know, we as parents, now I know people that suffer for years and are not able to come to grips with, you know, why these things happen in our life. But it's important to have that support, you know,
Yes.
which is why I think for myself and my thoughts of doing, I was reading one of the magazine the other day, the Natural
Awakenings.
Natural Awakenings or Healing Springs or something, to go ahead and kind of put together something where people can go.
Yes.
I know there are groups, they're very sporadic. I know churches that do help. And I've been in contact with people at hospice, but it led me to write my own children's book.
Yay.
You know, to even get another little
Yes.
support piece out there for the little ones,
Yes.
because my son has 2 children that are grieving,
Yeah, of course.
and you know, I want to be able to help them.
And his spouse, his, you
Yeah,
know, his partner.
everybody that touched his life. Yeah.
And they're her family. You know, it touches it touches a lot of people. And I just find people who commit suicide, it's the tipping point, and they have an agreement when they come in, and we can talk about that at a different time, I think, because I really want to get back into the upliftment and the support
Right.
that we can give to people, that we can help people with, because we've done it ourselves.
Right.
Gotten out of depression, you've gotten out of grief, you know, from your son passing in an accident. You know, it takes us by surprise. Depression kind of does too, because you're already in it before you know it, you're in it, and then you can't get out of it.
Right.
You don't know how to get out of it by yourself.
Exactly.
So that's where we love support.
Yeah, I know. Before I had doTERRA came into my life, I, like you, was on an antidepressant and constantly trying to find a way to stabilize my roller coaster of mood management. Yeah.
Yes, I had those too, especially after my bout with paralysis
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah, that was a struggle too.
Yeah.
I know you've shared.
I'll never say no thank you to that. That was a godsend for me. You know, that was just, it changed my whole life. It gave me more compassion and empathy for other people.
Right.
So,
And I think that's our job, being the people that we are here, is to learn how to find that within ourselves and therefore pass that or pay that forward or pass
yes,
that
pay
on.
it forward.
Pay
I'm
it
all
forward.
about paying it
I
forward.
know.
I know.
I
We're
know.
such twins.
I know,
It's so much fun. Well, talk about the emotional doTERRA
Well, the
oils. I
emotional
love them.
kit is one of the newer kits. And I like this specific kit because it helps me explain to people that we can take control of some of our ups and downs, our highs and lows in life, and on a regular basis. I tell people, fairly regularly that, our citrus oils are very, very uplifting. I don't know about most people, but usually as a child, you're peeling an orange, and you get all the oils on your hands from the orange, and then the first thing kids want to do is smell it, and it's just a very positive. I've never had anybody say to me, "Oh, that's an awful smell.
Yeah.
Get that away from me."
Yeah, they don't.
They really have not done that.
Yeah. Good.
So I mean, it's just the whole point of, our olfactory being one of the more stronger of our senses that allow us to reach that part of our brain that nothing else gets to, the amygdala, the hippocampus. It goes right back through the olfactory, and it just hits that place where, it's known to be the seat of our emotions,
I love that.
And that's why aromatherapy works so well,
Yes.
because, we can recreate for ourselves places or things just by picking up a scent that was either positive or negative, just by being in a room where these scents or odors come, across us. And, I think that knowing that there's things that we can do like this to take us to these places, lavender, very calming,
Yes.
Very
Especially for
soothing.
babies. So they even have it in baby
Yeah,
for
products.
soaps, for tubs, and
Yeah.
especially for colic. It's
Yeah.
really wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's natural.
Exactly. They come
How
from
could it go wrong?
plants. Mhm.
Only stuff from nature really works all the time.
Right,
Always.
right. It's been here for millennia, from
I
the
think
beginning
probably,
of time.
Probably since before we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, our
you know.
plants have been here before, I think.
Yeah.
on Earth. Well, let's do some little body dowsing if you
Body
want.
dowsing? Okay.
So we can know what's good for us at any given moment, because I know we're different. You're different than I am, and
Right.
you know yourself the best.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. I don't. I only know me.
That's right. And that's all we should need to know,
Yes.
because that itself is a
Exactly.
job. Just
It-
learning.
isn't it? I know, right?
It's like I always say that to people. It's like, well, how are you feeling today? Oh, I don't know. I was worried about checking other people and making sure they're okay. My kids, my family, whatever. But now it's like, oh, where am I at today?
Yeah, where am I at? Who am I?
Yeah.
Why am
Put
I
my
here?
own hat on.
Yeah, why am I here today?
Take my healer hat off and put that over there and put my healer
Yeah.
hat on and just say, okay, now check in with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we do a lot of self-healing.
Yeah.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only way we get well or be
Yeah.
well.
We have to acknowledge that in ourselves.
Yeah.
I
So-
agree. So dowsing, you want to do a little dowsing?
Yeah. Let's do a little
Okay.
body dowsing.
What do you want to
Um,
start with? I mean, do you?
Let's just start with our names
Okay.
first, and a little so that the people watching can get an idea of how to do it for
good.
themselves, so they can learn how to do it. Because I think this is a great technique. I think it's one of the birthrights. I believe is our birthrights. I believe in, like I said, the cosmic laws of love and birthrights, and we have certain innate abilities and uniqueness.
Right.
And some things are all the same. We're all born pretty much miracles. You smell a baby and you hold a baby and you know it's a
The
miracle.
first thing you want to do is smell
I know
it.
what you
Talking
do.
about
You're just like-
aromatherapy.
I know, right?
They say you can pick out your
Yeah.
babies by their scent.
So we are all unique,
Yeah.
and we all have our unique roads, our pathways.
I'm going to be a grandmother again.
Oh, yay!
I have a new baby coming in.
Woo! Lovely, another
Thank
angel.
goodness she's in Toronto. She hasn't told anybody yet.
Aw.
But I know. Moms know
good.
these things.
Yes, grandma's
so
know these
happy.
things. Yay! A new baby in the world. A new
Yeah.
miracle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It always gives me hope.
Yep.
All right, so let's
Do you want to
stand
stand
up.
for this?
Yes, please. And we'll have to do it for you to the side. And I'll just watch you.
To the side, this way?
No, no, you need to stay like that. And I'm
Okay.
going to stay right here so I can watch you so that I can,
You can see me go up and down?
yeah. I
Jumping
can see
jacks?
it fly. No, we're not doing jumping jacks.
I know, I just came from the gym, so I don't need to be.
Good job. And when
know.
did you start the gym?
Probably 2 weeks now.
And when did you quit smoking?
The 1st of January.
Yes.
But I only smoked for a month, so it wasn't super difficult, but it was hard. It's still
Yes,
hard.
it was hard.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
those things
terrible
are hard.
addiction. Don't say that on TV.
Why?
I don't wanna
We're going to talk
promote
about
that.
addictions too. Why? They
Yeah, I have
don't-
an oil for that too.
Yay, yay. I know, that's right. And we
Black
have
pepper.
a lot of good things for that. So I'm going to ask you to kind of just put your feet closer together.
Hip width, closer together?
Yeah, about like this, about 6 inches apart.
All right.
Hands down to your sides. And when you're looking, I want you to look kind of like straight ahead.
Okay.
Not up and not down at the floor.
Got it.
And
That beautiful orchid over there is catching my eye.
good. There. Look at right at that. So I want you to say, my name is Anna, and I want to see what your body does. Your body might go forward, it may go backward, it may just stand still.
Okay.
So,
My name is Anna.
and no, don't look at me.
Oh, don't look at you?
No,
Oh.
just say my name is Anna. And
My name is Anna.
And there you went a little bit forward. It's so subtle. There, you're going more.
Okay.
It's so subtle. I don't know if you could see. Could you see that on the camera?
I don't know.
Okay, good. Now say
I
my
gotta
name
stop looking.
is Heather.
My name is Heather.
So you went backwards.
Did it?
Yes.
I can't tell.
Yes, I can tell.
Okay.
So this is what I call body dowsing.
Right.
Okay.
I like this one.
We'll show you that one too.
Okay.
But I feel that this one, for people that aren't in their body, that have already jumped out because they're in pain, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, or any kind of pain, we jump out. Mm-hmm. We don't want to be in our bodies because
Right.
it's not comfortable.
Right.
So this is to test who you are, and if you're in your
Balance?
polarities.
Okay.
If your polarities are straight, then you'll go forward on truth.
Okay.
And you'll go back on what's false.
Is it ever backwards? Because I know when using
Yes.
pendulums, yes can be a line or it can be a circle.
That depends on the
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
So yes, it can go
The opposite.
the opposite. And when it does, we're going to do a little exercise to get you back into your regular
oh,
polarities.
good. Because
Yay.
people ask me these questions. So
When
it'd
you
be
get
good.
discombobulated and you don't feel like yourself, and you ask your question, my name is Anna, and you go backwards, you know that's not true.
Right.
You know your name is Anna.
Right.
So there's where something has happened that has messed up your polarities.
Gotcha.
Your north and your south poles. See, every cell in our body has a north and a south pole, just like the earth.
Right.
It's amazing, miraculous.
We're all cells.
I know it. We're all cells. Air and water.
Yep.
Yep. And every cell has a north and a south pole.
Right.
So when they're not in sync, the body kind of gets a little discombobulated. So we want to get that back in sync, and this is how we do it. And all right, so let's do a couple more about testing what's true and what's not true. Put your feet a little bit more together. Thank you. And think about what you love. Think about what you love. Yeah, there you go. Now think about what you despise, please. War,
That's harder.
hatred, rape. There you go. You went back about this much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your polarities are good.
Good.
Let's do the exercise though if you're not. If you ask yourself a true question, you find yourself going back, then you have to change. All right, so I'll just face you so I can face the camera a little bit. So we're going to take our right hand. This is a Donna Eden technique. It's energy
I know
medicine.
Donna Eden.
Yes,
She
we
was
all-
at the Dowsers
I
last
know.
year.
Don't you love her? She's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
All right, so one, opposite side of the head. Let go. You don't have to take your arms too far down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now opposite knee to opposite hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like that. I like that feeling. Yeah, doesn't it feel good?
Know, it does.
One time
floaty.
I had to do this a series of 4 on a person, and we only check them afterward to see, if when they say their name, they're going forward, so that they're telling the truth. You're always going to go towards the truth, towards what you love.
Right.
You're always going to go away from
Things you don't love.
things you don't love. So, and do it until you get back into your body.
Centered, right?
Yeah, you feel centered. That's what it is.
Grounded.
That's grounded. Yes. Awesome.
Got it.
Awesome. All right. I wanted to get a telephone. Do you have a cell phone that I could borrow? I just want to. I want a muscle test. I want to body douse a cell phone, and then I want to body douse an essential oil.
Okay.
All right. So, thank you, dear. How do I turn it on?
Turn it on.
Yeah.
There.
Hold it down.
Oh, I got it. I got it. It's turning on. All right. So, hold on to this and ask if this is good for you. Stand right here. Okay. Now, ask if this is good for you.
Is this good for me?
I just like.
Was it good for you?
No, it's not good for me either. But I usually put a cover on it.
Cover on it.
A cover on it, and then it's good for me because I put a far infrared cover on it.
I carry mine in a bag that lays
Perfect.
down here.
This is what I wanted to kind of tell people.
Yeah.
Stop carrying your phones on your body.
Oh,
They're finding,
And at the gym, they're up here on their arm, right near
and that's
their
right,
heart
their
chakra.
heart.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Okay.
So now let's do. Here you go, my dear. Thank you. Now let's do a. All right. What do we want to do? Which one?
Do the touch kit.
Okay. The whole thing? Aren't you
No.
on overload there?
Well, it's
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
emotional aromatherapy.
Absolutely.
I love it.
All right. Is this good for me?
Is this good for me?
You jumped right out forward.
Did it? Did I?
Yes, you did.
I don't know. I hope you can see this
want
on
this.
on the camera.
Yeah, you can see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, I asked
Yeah,
him.
this is
Awesome. Look
this
at that.
is great stuff.
All right. Maybe, try these.
Try these.
I'm just trying things.
Are these good for me?
Nope, they're not.
Oh, really? Because you can. It must be the wrong strength. Oh my goodness.
How about a book?
How about a book? Is this book good for me, or is it books in general?
Yeah, just, is this?
Books in general.
You almost fell down there, girl.
Really? I
Yes.
love books.
Yes, me too. I
Books
love
are
books.
wonderful.
All right, so you get the gist of it?
Yeah.
Yes? Awesome.
Are computers good for me? Keyboards, working at a computer all day long.
So there's two things about that. There's technologies now that will help, that will prevent, see, that's not on.
Oh.
And you're asking a question, whether you should be working on a
Oh,
computer.
so I'm not doing it right.
Right, you have to ask the correct question, my
Oh,
love.
okay.
All right, so
What would this question be? It's not on.
you have to,
Can't do it with an inanimate thing.
now let's do this. Everything has a bioelectric magnetic energy field around it. Everything, both living or dead. It still has a bioelectric magnetic field.
Because I'm trying to get more tech friendly.
Awesome. So
I'm really working on
So
this.
what I heard when you were going forward on this, I heard that yes, you are supposed to be working on the
'cause I've been
computer.
trying- Answer my own
Because
questions.
you've been procrastinating, perhaps.
Oh my goodness.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the finger one. Let's show people the finger one. All right, so I just do one, and I ask first questions. I make my fingers go very, very close and almost touching, and then I softly and gently make it go around in a circle. And I use my third or my fourth finger. My fourth finger kind of does a little bit better. So I ask my name first. I say, my name is Heather, and I feel what that feels like. Sometimes you have to close your eyes to get to what it feels like.
My name is Anna.
Now,
My
well,
name is Linda.
you're
jumpy.
stopped.
It gets
and
jumpy.
Jumped. Yes. Mine stops or goes off or something.
Mine got jumpy.
Sometimes it's very subtle.
Yeah.
But as you practice
Does it matter which hand?
No, it doesn't matter. You can designate whichever hand.
This one seems to be a little smoother. Because this is sore. This arm is sore.
I would take that into consideration when you're doing things like this. So self-care about
Nice.
yourself, being conscious of what you're doing to yourself, and this is what this helps you to do.
Nice.
Next time maybe we'll do breathing exercise. Oh, we already did a breathing exercise, but I
Breath
have
is
more
so
of them.
important.
I know, right? Let's talk about breath in here.
All right, let's see. We have peace, motivate, cheer, passion, forgive.
Oh, thank you for being my
Your
partner.
Partner in
Yes.
dowsing,
Yes.
which is coming up.
Yes. I know the
excited
dowsers
about
are
that.
so fun.
They are.
They really are. They're so open
Skidmore
to new
College
things.
in June, right?
Yes. I was there last year, worked the whole time.
Yep.
I loved
Me
it.
too. It was
Donna Eden was
wonderful.
there. She's amazing.
All right. So which one are we going to talk about? We're talking about grief. Shall we talk about console?
Yes, let's talk about that.
This was a godsend for me because it had been a year since my son's accident when I went to the convention. And
Thank you.
they came out with this emotional aromatherapy kit, and they had announced one of the oils being called Cheer, one of their blends, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Hallelujah.
I started sobbing right on the spot.
Aw.
I could not wait to smell this. And of course, at the convention, they have a huge hall where you can go in and experience any of the products.
Of course.
New plus the old ones that have been there forever. And this has been a lifesaver for me. And when I sell my children's book, I'm going to put this scent.
Awesome.
I'm going to incorporate it somehow. I'm not sure how, whether I just put a drop on the page or something. I'm going to incorporate this oil.
Yeah, we
this
talked about
blend.
that a little bit.
Yeah, because it's just something new. It's a new experience that you can incorporate when you're trying to, move your body
Yes.
forward. Because everything goes
I think
into a
movement's
shock.
really important too.
Yeah.
Breathing and movement, and then adding things, maybe one at a time, so that you can really gauge and you can really find your levels of achievement,
Right.
of accomplishment. Because that's
Exactly.
really important, to figure out steps, not be unrealistic about it.
Oh,
If you've been
I
sick
know.
for I was paralyzed for a year. I didn't expect to get well in a month.
Right.
I didn't. I did, but I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
was almost. I felt paralyzed.
Yeah.
In my grief,
Of
it was
course.
paralyzing for me.
It is.
I was stuck there for a couple years.
Our hearts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just coming to the other side.
I know.
It's just now getting to a point where I can start trusting in the world
Yeah.
and start.
So important.
It is, because this stuff just knocks us on our butt and just throws us for a loop, and
And we need
ask
our
my
brothers
friends.
and sisters.
I haven't been able to leave
Yeah.
the house,
I know.
Just,
I had that happen to me too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's such a good feeling to know that, I feel like now I can look at it like, and I've incorporated this because obviously those 2 years were just nothing but spiritual meditation for me. I just shut down, and that's all I could do. I could sit home, I could pray, I could meditate, and I could just be still. And that's about the best. And I think that now that's still a part of my daily practice. But I also feel like, I can come here and talk with you. I
Yeah.
feel like I can leave.
Now
the
you
house.
can.
I have so much, and I know that, I feel like I'm one of the chosen ones now.
Yeah.
I really feel like I was gifted this versus, you know, struck burdenly
Yes.
and just, which is what it is in the
Yeah,
beginning. You know,
absolutely.
the Kubler-Ross stages of death
Yes.
and dying, and just that whole gamut of emotions, and it's
Yeah.
just, it's a lot.
It is.
You know, it really is. And I think that something like this as a tool for me has exacerbated my impetus. It's been my impetus to move forward. It's
Yeah.
been like, oh, okay, put this on.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's given me, you know, and I love what I do, and
Yeah.
I love to teach, and I love this product, and I love this company, you know.
And I love working with people who love what they're doing.
Yeah.
I love it when people's lights go on. And we'll talk about that more the next time, because we're out of time for today.
Are we?
Yeah, and I thank you so much. It's
Thank
been
you.
such a great
oh my gosh.
pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, and thank you to Randall and Randy and SACC.TV.